Hello, everyone. This is Mr. Maurer, coming to you live from the Nerd Cave. And I'd like to take this time. I spent some time going through the Wiki. This is Wednesday, November 2nd, so you have an idea of where my thoughts are coming from date wise. And I just spent some time going through your Wiki pages, things that people have posted so far. I know we've only 2 days into it, but I wanted to give you some feedback so you can kind of keep things moving in the right direction. A lot of these things I've already talked about in my class, but sometimes it helps to have some reinforcement. I know for my classes and Mrs. Derek's 2 periods may be a little bit different, but I'm sure she's kind of on the same track. I'm asking all of my students to be ready and done and completed with steps 1 through 4 by the time they walk into class on Monday. And then Monday we're going to have class discussions on steps 3 and 4. Get step 5 done Monday and get ready for step 6, which is the final project. Before we get into kind of all that, I wanted to go through some of these key things. A lot of you are already done with step 1, which is great. One of the things that I haven't seen is I haven't seen your results for completing the survey on the Google Docs. I want to see your scores, not so I can see necessarily who got them all right, who got them all wrong. I'm just curious for your initial score. I'm going to chart those because I think it's going to be important that we can take a look at where we were when we started and where we ended up by next Friday. So if you haven't filled out that quiz, please do so I can get those done. I think at this point, as of Wednesday, we only have maybe 20 posts or 20 scores, which means there's still over 20 of you that haven't done that. As you go through on your own wiki pages, I've told my students that you should be taking information on these subjects and embedding that on your wiki page. Now, you can go through a variety of ways. You want your wiki page that you've created. I'm just going to pick this one here. Let me get my highlighter off. I haven't even looked at this ahead of time. This one here just has some basic research facts. Some things that I think do stand out that are important. They do have the label that it's step 1 notes, and I think that's important. You're going to want to be very concise in your writing. You may even want to go so far as to date it in terms of when you added that information. So I can see here all this information I need here is going to be step 1 notes. So make sure you've got that labeled. You want your facts, but even more important than facts, the other things that you're going to want to include, are, if this is your brain here, think about what you're really thinking. What questions do you have? All right. What was like your summary, all right, of everything you were thinking, reflections, taking it to that next higher level. So not just facts, but making connections, telling me how you're starting to think about global warming, new ideas that are popping to your head, new thoughts, maybe new websites, videos, things like that, and getting that all on there. So we have this documented journey of your progress with global warming. I'll put this link up on the wiki, but there's a teacher that I've met online, and hopefully we're going to do some future projects with. But his students, let me get my writing out of here, are doing their own projects with history. But I share this with you because they've done it perfect in terms of what it is that I'm kind of after. Now, these guys are older than my 6th graders, but you can see here that they're posting their journey through their own independent research projects. And so they're talking about what they've done, some things that they've learned, and the reflection of what they've been confused on, whether they find difficult, whether they're finding easy, the skills that they're starting to use and implement and embed. So think about that. And I'll post this link to this blog so you can kind of have some ideas. I don't expect it necessarily to look exactly like this, but you get an idea in terms of what they're writing about, which I think is rather important that we begin to start to reflect in our own wikis. Because remember, we've got a lot of people looking at this wiki from all over the world. I've sent a lot of contacts out, and we've got people looking. We've got already a couple of teachers from over in Europe already looking at your work. So you want to make sure that we're giving them more than just facts, because facts aren't always the most interesting thing to read. So here, look at this one. They know very much about the Reformation time period at this time. But things are starting to make sense. Some primary sources, and making some projection. I think it's going to be ready by Wednesday. You can go in and read more about that. But you need to kind of move and get into. I want to be inside your head. I want to be inside your brain within your wiki pages here. So make sure you've got that. I know step one, there's not a whole lot for that. It's really just kind of fact-based, kind of we're building that foundation. Steps 1 and 2 is really an information building phase, because a lot of you don't have a lot of knowledge on global warming. So we're getting that built up. In step 2, we're working with the posters, okay, taking a look at these terms right here. There's 4 of them that you need to be able to prove that you understand how they work. And we're asking you to make a video, not a video, excuse me, posters, digital posters, explaining your connection to those. And so as I've put some things up here, it needs to be visual. It's not a lot of words. If I want a lot of words, I'd ask you to write a paper or type up a Word document. So you want to make your visuals really sell your knowledge, that you understand the words, the connections, and what they mean. Now you can have some words in there. These are some examples that students have already posted, and they're looking pretty good. And you can see that they're starting to make those connections. So make sure you're doing the same thing. One that I came across earlier, these are some posters that I assume were done in paint or Word using auto shapes. These are some other good examples. Another one that was pretty good later on that I was looking at is some people were posting posters up to the wiki today. Here's some other ideas of things that they've created. So you want your visuals to be strong, to stand out, where people are like, wow, I really want to take a look at what they're saying. If it's full of words, people aren't going to look at it. So 1 and 2, those steps are designed to kind of build your information phase. Then we get into step 3, which hopefully we'll get to that tomorrow. And what step 3 is going to be asking you to do is taking some time looking at the rest of the vocab. So we've got these words. Taking a look at misconceptions of global warming, and taking a look at that next level. So we built our foundation, now we're moving up, and we're moving to that next kind of higher level of thinking here. And what I want you to do is to reflect on this activity and label 3 reasons for global warming. And what'd you find? I gave you some websites here. You can use others. If you use others, include the links so we can get them added to our resource page. There's a bunch of resource pages on this project overview. If you scroll down, I've given a lot of information down here at the bottom. So taking a look at that, I want you to get with the partner and discuss that and have that dialogue. Talk to them a little bit and work back and forth. You've got to be able to work with other people. Then we've got step 4, and that's going to get you, is it even real? So now we're looking at even more of a debate type thought process and coming up with that idea. And then that's what we're going to talk about as a class, at least for me, are steps 3 and 4, those 2 topics, getting those added, having a class discussion, and then getting ready for that final piece. We're all building up. 1 and 2, information. 3 and 4, kind of higher level thinking, debating the kind of the more debatable aspects of global warming. Building in to the last part at step 6 here, which is you're then going to try to figure out how we can reduce it. You're going to take one aspect that you came up with in step 5. We're going to brainstorm and we're going to share all our ideas. You're going to pick one of those and you're going to be an advocate for it. But you can't be an advocate for an aspect of global warming until you understand global warming. So keep working on your wiki pages. These are a work in progress. I know you should be adding to this every day, several times a day, if not more, checking out what other people are doing. I encourage you to see what others are doing. Some have nothing, which they need to get going. Others have some good quality stuff already. If you just click randomly on different pages, you see things. People are doing a lot of good. See what they're doing, okay, and apply it and kind of make it your own. Be unique and showcase your high-level critical thinking analysis skills. That's what I want from you. Push yourselves. Push beyond the envelope. This project will require you to do some work outside of class. We don't have enough class time to get it all done. So, this is Mr. Maurer. I've been on a long rant here. I just want to tell you what I've been seeing. I'm seeing a great start. Let's take it even further. Let's push the envelope and let's blow people out of the water with what 6th grade science extension students are really capable of. Feel free to send questions my way. I'll begin to send comments and stuff to each of you individually and probably look for some more of these videos along the way. If you find this helpful, let me know. If not, let me know also. I'm just trying to find different ways to connect and get some more feedback to you guys. All right, I'm off to bigger and better things, like getting my coffee ready for tomorrow morning. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, Thursday, November 3rd. Peace out.